Caroline Overington has actually released her latest psychological thriller. Sarah McDouling, our crime and thriller expert here at Booktopia, she's actually read it, and this is what she had to say about the book, right? She said, "This book is so deliciously dramatic and is terrifically twisted. I relished every word." Read Sarah's full review on the Booktopian. Just FYI, we've got a podcast with Caroline and Sarah on SoundCloud. We've actually got signed copies of the book, but they are limited, so grab yours now. There's a kidnapping in broad daylight. Your only piece of evidence is a miniature noose on the street. Who are you going to call to solve the crime? Lincoln Rhyme, of course. Jeffrey Deaver is actually back with the 13th book in his Lincoln Rhyme series. Order this book by April 30th and you'll go into the draw to win all the books in the series. For more details, hop on over to the Booktopia website. Sarah J Maas, one of the biggest authors in the world right now, is releasing the 3rd book in her A Court of Thorns and Roses series. This one's called A Court of Wings and Ruin. Here are some advanced reviews of the book, okay? People are calling it sexy and romantic, a gorgeously written tale. Others are calling it intense, captivating, and sensual. If there's one fantasy series, one fantasy/new adult series you have to read, it is this series by Sarah J Maas. But just a little warning, it is a little sexy, maybe a lot sexy. So I recommend it more for the older teens and adults. Rick Riordan, he is thrusting us back into the world of Percy Jackson and Greek mythology in Dark Prophecy, which is the 2nd book in his Trials of Apollo series. Pre-order this book by May 1st and you'll also receive a signed copy. Just as a bit of a side note as to why or how this series, this Percy Jackson series actually came about. So Rick Riordan's son Haley was actually diagnosed with ADHD and dyslexia, and one of the subjects he was most interested in was Greek mythology. So Rick actually decided to kind of write this series for his son and created this character called Percy Jackson, and you know, how he had to find Zeus's lightning bolt in modern day America. And that's how the series came about. Bad guys! Bad guys! Alright, I've got some really bad news for you, so brace yourself. The world is coming to an end.
Is there any good news?
There is good news though. The bad guys are here to save the world.
I think you should explain that to the camera.
Hey camera. The bad guys are actually here to save us all. Sure, they're gonna have to borrow a rocket, and their spaceships, their spacesuits have got some nasty stuff in them, and Mr. Piranha may have eaten too many bean burritos. Intergalactic Gas, the 5th book in the Bad Guy series by Aaron Blabey, is out soon, so check it out. Kids are gonna love it. If you're interested in any of the books that I've mentioned, head on over to booktopia.com.au, and for more fun and news and reviews, find us on social media.